Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, fellow Kenyans, let me say this, that if there is someone that cannot be trusted, if there is someone that trusting is very difficult, is this guy by the name of Moses Kuria. Because, you know, Moses Kuria will just wake up in the morning and decide to do or say something that nobody expected him to say or to do. Now, there is after the meeting of William Ruto together with Uhuru Kenyatta in Gatundu, William Ruto gave out his point of view, the way the essence of the meeting, which was quite different or maybe quite unexpected, because they were supposed to give us a joint. They were supposed to give us a joint reason of the meeting, or a joint press briefing, or maybe a joint letter of the meeting. Just the same way, remember during the time of the handshake between Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, they gave out a joint press briefing, the reasons why they were meeting. But now this one of Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto ran and gave us his point of view. Reasons best known to him, but one thing I know for sure is that he wanted maybe to gain, so there is something that he wanted to gain politically. That is why he decided to do that before Uhuru Kenyatta did his. So Moses Kuria gave us, wrote something in his Twitter account. And this is what Moses Kuria wrote. Moses Kuria is trying to say that they must form their own political party right now. They must bring back Jubilee Party in Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya must have a party. But if you're very keen, and I've been talking about this thing here, for those who have been here for quite some times, I've been talking about this thing. And I said that if the people of the mountain wanted to be safe, then they would have just decided to form their own political party, so that at least they can use that to negotiate and bring in these small political parties like Chama cha Kazi. Let them join Jubilee Party and be strong, instead of working so hard, you know, every now and then you're going to the ballot, you don't have a political party. One of you is in the government. Okay, so what is the party of Kithure Kindiki? Is in the government, is the deputy president. Just the same way Rigathi Gachagua didn't have a political party. It's the same thing that is happening with Kithure Kindiki. They are there, they don't have political parties. There is no party that can defend them. The only party that can defend Kithure Kindiki is UDA. There is no party that can defend Kithure Kindiki right now. That, let's say, for instance, something has happened. Okay, perhaps maybe when you look at those who are in the government, try to look at some people like Joe, people like Mbadi, people like Wandai. At least they have ODM can defend them, or maybe can say something concerning them. But somebody like Kithure Kindiki, nobody can defend him. You know, you cannot defend Kithure Kindiki, yet William Ruto is the president and is the owner of UDA party. So are you seeing? It's going to be difficult. So Moses Kuria is saying that a time has come for them now to reconcile and bring back Jubilee Party, in as much as maybe they broke it, they were against it back then, but now they're seeing its importance. This is what he's saying. A personal statement on the meeting between the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, and His Excellency President William Ruto. Our nation is at crossroads. If there is a time when sobriety, selflessness, patriotism, and putting the interest of the nation above self was badly needed, it is now. If the economy totally collapses and Kenya become a failed state, none will be the winner. Closing ranks and forgiving each other is much easier than having a deal with the aftermath of the failed nation state. In this regard, I wish to thank President Kenyatta and President Ruto for choosing the nation over personal or sectorial consideration. Coming hot on the heels of the formation of the broad-based government by President Ruto and Prime Minister Raila Odinga, it is another affirmation of Kenya's resilience, stubbornly rising to the occasion when everyone expects us to jump to the abyss. On a more regional perspective, as one from Mount Kenya region, the historic meeting offers a unique opportunity for introspections. The widespread anger and the emotions arising from the impeachment of former President over Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is understandable and natural. However, reasoning and objective objectivity rather than anger and emotions should be the guiding factor of how our region handles the current political crisis facing our region. Many from the region, including President Kenyatta, President Kibaki, and myself, worked very hard to extricate our region from the 41 against 1 isolations that was occasionally by 2007 general election and the violence that followed. Getting our region back to that isolation is outragingly selfish and irresponsible. No anger, no emotions can justify such a self-defeating move. I applaud President Kenyatta for choosing the reasonable line over expediency of momentous populism. As a matter of fact, there has been some excitement by some senior leaders from other communities, including some in government, that the region is boxing itself in another isolation cocoon, and they were drawing the final political daggers. The magnability by President Kenyatta has silenced those evil designs. But as a region, we have learned our lessons. We cannot operate in a business as usual fashion anymore. There are two cardinal things that we must do. The first thing that we must do, we can no longer depend on handshakes and personal meetings to make us feel safe in our community. The frequent handshakes and artificial formation have vindicated President Kenyatta and Prime Minister Odinga on the BBI initiative. They were right and we were wrong. I urge President Ruto, President Kenyatta, and Prime Minister Odinga to close ranks and lead the nation in picking from where BBI flopped and give this country a constitution that speaks to the emerging realities of our nation and our society. BBI Season 2 is urgent and cannot wait. Secondly, Mount Kenya region, like all other regions, deserves a strong political voice. It is inalienable right for all the good and bad lessons we have learned. It was a mistake to leave the Jubilee Party. However, it is not too late. We will now embark of bringing all political parties with a footing in the region together under the Jubilee Party. We did it in 2016 when we dissolved parties to form Jubilee. We will do it again. Jubilee under President Kenyatta as the party leader is the way to go. Chama cha Kazi and myself will devote all our energies in that endeavor. God bless Kenya. Honorable Moses Kuria, HCS. So let me ask this. So who are the members that form the Chama cha Kazi? I don't know how many of them form Chama cha Kazi, and what was the purpose of them forming Chama cha Kazi, by the way? I've never known, but that aside. Now, Moses Kuria have talked about two critical things that I would like us to talk about. Number one, Moses Kuria talked about the issue of the BBI. Now, according to him, it feels like the time has come now to bring the BBI back. But it has got consequences because, okay, the reason as to why BBI was brought in was because Uhuru Kenyatta wanted to find ways of keeping Raila busy. I think that was the main reason. That, okay, because if you don't, Raila, let me say this, an idle Raila is a very dangerous man. An idle Raila. That Raila is idle. He does not do anything. Very busy, very dangerous man. Like, let us take a look at right now. What is happening? Right now, Raila is very busy campaigning to become the chairman of African Union. That is why you're not even hearing him saying anything. But suppose Raila was not even contesting for anything, we could have seen who Raila is. So a dangerous Raila is an idle Raila is very dangerous. So that is why they were looking for ways of keeping him busy. So Moses Kuria talking about bringing in BBI for the second time. It's like maybe there is another plan of trying to bring ways of, okay, what if he fails to become the chairman of African Union? What is going to happen? What if he fails? So the what if he fails will be answered when the BBI is brought back the second time. Another thing that Moses Kuria have talked about is the issue of forming a political party in Mount Kenya, which is also very much important. I talked about this and I keep on talking about this. And in fact, I said that suppose Rigathi Gachagua had a strong political party that maybe he used to join with William Ruto, it could have not been very easy to impeach him because all his political party, all his party members could have supported him. But the problem came whereby now he had got no political party, he was under William Ruto, and therefore only William Ruto had a say. That is why I started by saying that when you take a look at people like the ODM people that have joined the government, it cannot be very easy maybe for someone to be, because they have got other fellow members who can defend them. It is not about being in the government. It's about, okay, who can defend you? That is what I'm trying to talk about. Who can defend you? Are they in a position to defend you? That is the question. If something happens right now, are those people in a position to defend you? If they are not, then know that you are alone. You need to find ways of looking for people who can defend you whenever there is a problem or whenever there's a crisis. So Moses Kuria have threatened, I think he's trying to threaten that they're going to form the political party, the Jubilee party. They're going to bring it back. And I also had Jeremiah Kioni telling him at the Twitter, welcome back. The welcome back, Jeremiah Kioni is the Secretary General of Jubilee. The party leader of Jubilee is Uhuru Kenyatta. So are you saying there is something, and Moses Kuria is talking about this, about bringing back Jubilee party just a day after the meeting between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto. So I don't know what to think, but one thing I know for sure, or maybe I feel like this should happen, is that the people of Mount Kenya should have their own political party. In as much as they can have very small political parties, but they can decide now to join them together to form one strong political party that can help them in case anything happens. After all, guys, that is all I have for today. Let me know what to think in the comment section. But just a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop me a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. If you're within the country, tell me which country are you watching me from. And if you're outside the country, you can also tell me which country are you watching this video from. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Awino. Bye-bye.